Jonas Vingegaard would probably be the biggest shot in the world of cycling, having performed so well in the 2023 Tour de France. Following his exceptional performance at the beginning of the third week of the Tour de France and winning the time trial on stage 16, the Danish professional cyclist is now one of the biggest sports athletes in the world. Undoubtedly, the rivalry between Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard has been epic. We can't take away the fact that these two fall in line as one of the greatest the world has ever known. But it was also most important to know who is better. With what Jonas Vingegaard has accomplished, I'd say the world is blown away. In 2008, both Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard got into cycling. While Pogačar was 10 years of age, Vingegaard was 11. Even their birthday holds a close mark, suggesting the close rivalry between these warriors. In their careers, they've both performed excellently, as Tadej Pogačar won third place overall and became the best young cyclist of the season in the Spanish Vuelta in 2019. Then he went on to achieve world fame in 2020, where he became the first Slovenian joint winner of the Tour de France. The following year, the success was repeated, and he goes down in history as the youngest two-time winner of the Tour de France. And he also wins a bronze medal for Slovenia in the road race at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Jonas Vingegaard has done incredibly well too, even though he didn't have it rosy at first. 4 years ago, the Dane from Team Jumbo-Visma and the new champion of the most prestigious cycling race in the world was still working part-time in a fish factory in Hanstholm, Denmark. He worked there until the summer of 2018 and later joined his team in 2019. The passion for cycling was already well rooted in Jonas's heart since the day his parents took him to the start line of the Tour of Denmark in 2010. From that moment on, starting from the bottom, it was all about building up a career in cycling. Jonas Vingegaard turned professional as he joined Team Jumbo-Visma in 2019, but his career only accelerated in early 2021, where he won a stage of the UAE Tour. 1 year later, his name now features in the Hall of Fame of the Tour and of the history of his sport. The rise of these two giants in the cycling world has caused a great collision. The rivalry between Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogačar, Jumbo-Visma and the UAE team Emirates has genuinely become one of the all-time great Tour de France rivalries. After 14 stages of intense racing, just 10 seconds are all that can separate the two superstars. In general, the team did well today, and we're super happy how it went, said Vingegaard in a post-stage interview after managing to extend his lead by a single second on stage 14. My teammates were amazing. I want to thank them, he continues, before making reference to what was a controversial moment atop the final climb of the day as the pair battled it out for the vital bonus seconds on offer. Tadej went early and was blocked by a motorbike, and he stopped again. Luckily, I was able to beat him, which was a good thing. It's hard to tell how big the difference is between Tadej and me, Vingegaard concludes. We're really equal. It'll be a nice fight all the way to Paris. I still felt that lost effort in my legs because I could no longer sprint for the bonus, Tadej Pogačar reacts to motorbike controversy atop the Col de Joux plain. What Jonas Vingegaard has achieved is extraordinary. His duels with the toughest opponent possible, the 2020 and 21 Tour winner Tadej Pogačar, will be remembered for long. Vingegaard took the yellow jersey when he won stage 11 and never abandoned it. But it was after stage 18 on the Pyrenees in Hautacam when he really understood that overall victory was achievable. Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard may be the greatest rivalry in the sporting world currently. The fight between the pair for the maillot jaune took another dramatic turn on stage 16 at the 2023 Tour de France. With just 10 seconds all that could separate the pair going into the individual time trial, Vingegaard was a man on a mission. The Danish leader of the Jumbo-Visma team exploded round the course, taking victory ahead of Pogačar by a whopping 1 minute 38. Pogačar himself did an incredible ride that on any other day would have been lauded with praise, but it simply wasn't enough. This means everything to me. It is the most prestigious prize in cycling, the biggest race in the world. It makes me proud that I could share this success with my family. We did a fantastic job as a team in the past few weeks. We will celebrate this. I thank every member of the team, both the riders and the staff. Since last year, I believed I could win the Tour. The fact that my dream has come true is indescribable. Although the rivalry between the pair is incredibly heated on the road, there is an immense level of mutual respect. Following the conclusion of the stage, as Vingegaard was doing his warm-down, Pogačar made sure to congratulate his great rival on the incredible ride. For Vingegaard, this is his second win at the Tour de France. Even though Vingegaard won the race, his rival Pogačar also took a place of victory in stage 20 of the game in Vosges. He won by knocking out Felix Gall. For the ultimate prize, the man in yellow, Vingegaard, and the man in white, Pogačar, fought it out in the Vosges on the penultimate day of the Tour. Both riders have had an exceptional start to the season, racking up victories and demonstrating an impressive level of form. Starting with Jonas Vingegaard, the talented Danish cyclist from the Jumbo-Visma team has made an indelible mark in stage racing so far this year. He's taken part in 4 stage races and has managed to win 3 of them, an impressive record. In addition, he's made clear his power in individual stages, winning a total of 8 throughout the season. His dominance on the road has left his rivals breathless, and they'll face a formidable challenge in the Tour de France. On the other hand, Tadej Pogačar, the young Slovenian cycling prodigy from UAE team Emirates, has also shown an outstanding performance in his approach to the Tour de France. Pogačar has participated in 2 stage tours this season and emerged victorious in both, a demonstration of his impressive consistency and ability to meet demanding challenges. In addition, he's accumulated 6 partial victories over the course of these competitions. But it doesn't stop there. Pogačar has extended his dominance in the world of the classics, winning 4 of the 7 he's contested. However, a crash in Liège-Bastogne-Liège has sown some uncertainty about his fitness ahead of the Tour de France, which could affect his performance in the race. Vingegaard, being the defending champion and riding for Jumbo-Visma, has always wanted the race not to be decided by seconds. Well, I think he was right. His outstanding performance in the 22.4km race from Paris to Combloux made it possible that a cliff-hanging showdown between them is unlikely to be visible.
The initiative in the Tour de France at the top of the Puy de Dôme. Every second will count. Pogačar crosses the line now at 8:21. Behind him, what is it going to be? It's going to be 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Vingegaard holds on. It's about 9 or 10 seconds.
Jonas Vingegaard attacked it. You can see him here changing gears earlier, entering the very first corner of the race with more speed. And you can see faster on the pedals.
The gap, 1 minute 32 seconds. He's only 28 seconds behind Pogačar on the road.
Almost nothing separated the big 2 in the general classification in the opening 2 weeks, but at the start of week 3, Vingegaard put down the statement performance of the entire race, perhaps his whole career. In the race of truth, the stopwatch doesn't lie, and on a day, Tadej Pogačar momentarily moved into the hot seat after toppling Wout van Aert in the Tour's only time trial. Both men, seconds later, were roundly chastised, not really humiliated, by defending champion Jonas Vingegaard. Vingegaard rode out of his yellow skin suit over the lumpy 22.4km course, the 26-year-old Dane almost symbolically catching his big rival Pogačar after powering up the Côte de Domancy like a man possessed.
The climb wasn't as long. We have the image here of Pogačar changing his bike.
A tactical bike change backfired for Pogačar, but even this minor gaffe made very little difference as Vingegaard crossed the line 1:38 quicker than the 2-time Tour champion from Slovenia. 3 years on, Pogačar must now know how compatriot Primož Roglič felt on La Planche des Belles Filles. Make no mistake, Pogačar hardly put in a dud time trial. After all, he not only beat Belgian national champion Van Aert by well over a minute, he was also just meters away from catching his 2-minute man, Carlos Rodriguez, Ineos Grenadiers, on the home straight. But Vingegaard was simply that much better, an extraterrestrial compared to a mere man on the moon. From start to finish, the Jumbo-Visma leader was better in every department and held all the cards at every intermediate check. 16 seconds at the 6.1km mark, stretched to 31 seconds at the 16.1km, and then a whopping 1 minute 5 after the Côte de Domancy, a 2.8km ascent with a punishing average gradient of 8.4%. With Pogačar a white beacon in his sights, Vingegaard did not let up on the final 3.5km rise to the finish, turning his slender 10-second lead going into the time trial to a huge 1 minute 48 with just 2 more mountain stages between now and Paris. Factually, Pogačar and Vingegaard's performance was supernova, but the difference between the ordinary will always be the extra, and that's the best way to describe what Jonas Vingegaard did.